all of our listeners, the whole country and the whole world are already familiar with your father's name, what happened to him and what happened in the wake of his passing. Rather than rehash that, I'd like to start today by asking, what was he like? What was it like to know him and grow up with him in your life?
He was funny, he was the leader of the family, definitely the go-getter, very encouraging. And, I learned a lot about being a good person from him, just being a good person overall. Good person, good heart, giving, and, kind.
Right. What is your strongest memory growing up with him?
Christmas. The best memories are around Christmas time because, we always used to get a lot of gifts. And there was six of us. So one year we had this really big, like 7 foot real Christmas tree. And my mother was so pissed about it. But we loved it. We used to water the tree like it was a house plant. Like it was fun.
That's great. So prior to your dad's passing, did you ever have any sense of how he wanted others to view him and how he wanted to be seen or be remembered one day?
Not really. We don't really talk about death in our family. We don't talk about what it's going to be like after death. And that's one of the things that, I wish we did talk about, but we didn't really talk about stuff like that
Why do you say you wish you did?
because it'll be great to know now that I've suffered so much loss. As a child, it's a little bit different. But when you're older, it's like you want to have those things where it's just like, oh, well, he always wanted this or always wanted that. And, we didn't, I didn't experience that.
Hmm. You founded and continue to lead We Can't Breathe.
Yes.
It's a nonprofit dedicated to alleviating injustices associated with trauma from excessive use of force by law enforcement.
Hmm.
Some of the signature achievements have included getting the Eric Garner Anti-Chokehold Act passed in 2020, which criminalizes the use of chokeholds by law enforcement in the state of New York. You've also worked alongside senators on policing legislation and consult as an expert with UCLA's Community Programs Office. Are you working to push through any new legislation or actions right now?
So we are looking to make the Eric Garner anti-chokehold bill federal, so that it could be nationwide. We wanted to get it passed in every state. But I let people know all the time, like, voting, being a part of your community, being a part of the leadership, that is a part of changing things. So if we have more people that look like us and think like us and care, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. If you're an empathetic person that cares about people, then you won't stand by and let something like this happen over and over again without saying something.
Sure.
That's what we really want to focus on. That's what our main focus is. It's getting the federal legislation passed and getting these policies changed. And we don't want all the things that we work hard for to go away.
How have you worked to create a legacy for yourself personally? How does that different from the work you've done in your father's memory?
I believe that once people get to experience me and all my authenticity, they see that, I'm a fighter, I'm dedicated, I'm loyal, I'm consistent. I try to be there, as much as possible because I know how much it means for me when people are there for me. So I try to do meaningful things for other people. And writing my book is a part of leaving my legacy so people can really get an insight of who I really am and how I really am. And I wanted I wanted the book to be written in my voice. So I wanted when people read the book so they could just kind of like hear me and see. And one of the great comments or feedback that I got was when I read the book, I feel like I'm watching a movie. And I'm like, great, that's exactly what I was going for.